Now, this is a bit of an icky area, dangerous play, and one of the reasons why is because if you're a beginner and you see something that looks dangerous or doesn't look right or controlled, it's a little bit confronting because it can sort of bring a little bit of anxiety out on you when you haven't seen it before. And it is still your responsibility to take action. What we don't want is people hurting each other. Now, if you look at the company bylaws, this is something to just jump online after this and sort of go to the left-hand sidebar and have a read the bylaws. There's a very, very condensed, quick way of identifying dangerous play when it turns into contact that you'll find very, very helpful. So don't forget to do that every time you look at dangerous play. That's where it's really going. Because what the rule book shows you is, how to identify the 7 points of contact, but it doesn't actually then go into this next stage of, well, when it's interference to a point of contact where it's really so full on that it's potentially or has hurt somebody on your watch, you're responsible for it. And of course, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at the intention of a player. One of the things that I find in this company when I see beginner men that don't know the sport and they're enthusiastic and we don't know the psychology, maybe they're there trying to, get to know a female and show the best to his ability, and there's all sorts of things going on psychologically, ego to ego. What we want to see is the information about body control and understanding to consider all the players at all times, in particular to avoid running through players, not looking first before they run and just running and taking off and bowling over players, which we see. Now, when you do see that, the first thing you're going to do is blow your whistle. Don't call the contact. Address the player and say, and I'm just going to sort of give you an example here because it's mostly a goal defence. Goal defence, you are displaying dangerous play. You are not showing any body control or responsible awareness to avoid running through players or running on top of players or landing on them. I want to see you look before you run and pull out of any physical contact. And if I don't see it from this point on, I'm going to stop the game and unfortunately I'm going to take you off the court. Do you understand me? And you'll get a yes, and then you say, okay, it is a contact on you. You're going to stand out of play, and then you set up the penalty and you move on. But it is as simple as that, and you will get used to it. And look, here's a hint. Once you're in the rhythm of it and we get into a new season, you always get in the first 2 or 3 games because, players have played fairly elsewhere and never been pulled for it. Or you might get it in week 4 because there's some late arrivals with late applications and again you look at it. Otherwise, what you're really looking at is, do you on a regular basis work on a certain night and you're getting to know the people in the teams and you're seeing new faces? New faces you want to pay attention to. Okay?